Hi, hi, hi. This is the new Dukono Pro. So basically, you have to be a professional. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Oh my word! I made that. Okay. I used a rotor for the first time too. Okay, I'm gonna shut the hell up. Dukono Pro. This is the best four-wheel drive. I shouldn't even put that in there. This is the best four-wheel drive off-road vehicle Redcat has put out. I'm gonna say, I don't know if I can say since the Caldera, but it's really friggin' close. Okay. Time tells with models. Do you guys remember the Sandstorm? Oh, some of you out there be like, I like my Sandstorm. They were awful. It broke so friggin' quick. And when I say they broke so friggin' quick and they were awful, what's awful to us in our climate in Southern Ontario is going to be very different from if you're in Texas watching this video, or if you're in California, or you're somewhere in the South. Okay, because plastics become very brittle and things like that. So this is great. Now, I caught myself. The Everest is really, it's the best thing since the Everest, okay? Because the Everest, it does really well here, and it's a lot of fun. We sell buckets of them, which is great. Which, I don't know why nobody else is really paying attention to that market. Traxxas is getting pretty close with that TRX4 Sport. Everybody else is a little schnoozy at the wheel there. So, when I say a little, probably a lot, okay? Okay, first of all, body is a little thicker than what I'm used to with Redcat. Graphics are good. Neutral, but good. This isn't on straight, but this is, this isn't a $900 truck, too. And I know someone's like, well, I have a Dromeda in the body. Graphics were perfect. Great. Okay, whatever. Merry Christmas. So, let's talk about some exterior styling here just for a moment. Rubber on the tires feel fantastic. This is great. We're into finally a new era of wheels and tires, I believe, where we're going to be getting nylon wheels on everything. These appear to be kind of some nylon super hybrid. I don't know what they are, but they look incredibly tough, and I've seen material like this before, so it's going to be tough for you, okay? That means the 12mm hexes, which, yes, folks, they are 12mm hexes in there. They're not going to round out, okay? 12mm is really important. We've learned the lesson with the Terremoto. The Terremoto is a great truck, the 10 scale, I should say, but they went ahead and used 17 mil. That's really tough, but on a truck that's really 10 scale with a kind of an 8 scale kind of build with 10 scale electronics, it made it challenging to find wheels that were light. What's great with this wheel and tire size is this is what I believe the Caldera should actually come with, something a little shorter and a little wider, with definitely something with more of a square-ish profile, just rounded, where the Caldera tires are a lot more rounded. This is great. Good offset. The wheels stick out. I like it. It looks fantastic. Good job. Honeycomb in here. I love honeycomb. I love Honey Crisp. The Honeycomb Crisp. I love Honey Nut Cheerios. So I love honeycomb right in here. And it's not real honeycomb, like bees didn't make that, okay? But from the factory, obviously, it's molded this way. And what's great is you need very little material to add a lot of strength. Okay, it's kind of like pushing on two ends of an egg. Eggshell's very thin, but round, distributes, octagonal here. Wait. Pentagon, octagon. What the hell is 6 sides? Someone put it in the comments. I'm such an idiot. So I know Pentagon. You think of the Back to America. You think of the Pentagon, and then octagon. That's a stop sign. What's a 6-sided hexagon? Frig off. I know 10 people watching this video just clicked off. They're like, holy crap! Canada is full of dum-dums. Okay, I'm sure you say even worse. So frig off. I figured it out. This is where the Dukono here, this is where this thing is #winning. Winning! Look at that, look at that. 2 screws. Look at this. 2 screws. Holy crap! Now someone out there is like, yeah, so what? Look at the rest of Redcat's lineup. Look at a lot of other companies' 4x4s. There's freaking hardware everywhere. Now we do have about 18, I think it's about 16, 18 screws on the bottom, but everything is M3, M4, nice big heads on everything, which is great. This thing looks easy as hell to work on. I don't know because we haven't had to work on them because they're brand freaking new. Full ball bearings front to back, which is great. These arms are a little on the small side. Like, they look a little puny. I like what Arma's been doing with some of their kind of thicker, or actually ECX, with some of their, like, thicker arms with a little bit more material. Time will tell. But when you have these cutouts and they're a little shorter and they're using a heavier offset wheel, the advantage is it's lighter weight, which is great. Because if you make the arms longer, well, the wheel offset doesn't really matter as much. So, but if you can save an extra 50 or 60 grams, well, you know, it adds up, right? It adds up really quick. Diffs are crazy smooth. Like, crazy smooth for four-wheel drive. And I know it's just opposite turning, and when we turn them all together, you know, they're going to make a little more noise because it's engaging the motor there, okay? As far as the wheelie bar goes, I like this. And I do, one other thing I'm going to point out too, is this appears to be, and this is a multi-piece chassis design, so if you really smuck up the front end, these bumpers are great, so, you know, if you hit something, it should just go whoop right under, whoop, whoop. I gotta learn how to edit videos so I can do that whoop sound about 900 times. Hotel Transylvania 2 time. Hotel Transylvania 2 time. Yeah. Remember when they do the woohoo? Anyways, I don't know. You have kids, you watch all these crappy movies all the time. It's actually not crappy, but give me a break. I've seen it 400 times. So, look at this. Ball bearings in there. That's good. Very Arma-ish. And I hate to mention Arma so much, but you know what? They've been making a lot of improvements, and I am anxious to see what goes on. So I want to see the vehicles. You know, I want to see some of their new stuff they're working on, okay? And we have some on order. So the cool thing with Redcat, and I'm missing some of the obvious stuff here, is you have aluminum shock bodies. Very good. Thank you. You have easy adjustable body posts, albeit they're a little bit short, but we can adjust them. But they're not right sandwiched on the friggin' chassis, which is great. Because a lot of them do that, and they only have a 1/4 inch. I mean, this we could still probably go up 1 or 2, probably about a 1/4 inch over and above here. But that's lots of, and because it's nice and wide, you could fit on easily any Proline body, which is great. Something meant for kind of a Stampede or Rustler if you want something a little more aero. The wheelie bar is adjustable, which is great. Full Hobbywing electronics with Hexfly servo. This stuff is great. It's a 60 amp ESC. You know, it's a 3300 kilovolt motor. And I don't know if it's a 4-pole or whatever, okay? Redcat spends the time figuring out the electronics, sometimes never on their first try, Terramoto, but everything else, they've done a really, really good job. And that truck's older now, so I'm going to give them a clean slate on that. Some hits and misses here. I really, really like that you have really beefy turnbuckles. And when I say beefy, just the engagement point to actually turn the turnbuckle in and out. Those are really great. Bigger than a lot of other competitors. Everything is metric M3 screws. Like I said, a lot of less hardware on this. I would have liked to have seen some LEDs included on this. I mean, you have all holes for everything. Put the car at $5, put some LEDs in it, okay? Especially on the Pro model. Full constant velocity axles, front and rear. The parts are the same front here to back, okay? I like that, but I don't understand why that's really necessary, because how many times are you breaking a back part? Here's one big gripe with that, okay? So the front, you know, you're going to get a bit of camber in. Just a bit of camber in. It's pretty smooth action, but the back, camber in pretty good and toe in. I don't really like that. I'm also not an engineer, so I don't know really how that translates to the track, but I gotta tell you, I can't, and I know this isn't a track vehicle, I know it is a basher. It'd be nice if that could be changed, and that might just be screwing around with some settings on it. That's really the only big gripe that could potentially be an issue. That's a key word, potentially, okay? This is great. Thanks for doing a good job on this, Redcat. We're going to sell a boatload of these. We're going to have a lot of fun with these. Is this a Caldera replacement? Not really at its price point. So this costs about, in Canadian dollars, okay, this costs about $60, $70 more than a Caldera will, okay? Sorry, about $80 more than what a Caldera does, and it doesn't have a battery or charger. Is this a more modernized version, a better version of a Caldera? I think this has the potential to be. Let's pay attention. Let's take some time with it. Let's get some feedback. We hope you like the truck, guys. We hope you like all the improvements to the shop. You know, I could go on and on and on. There's Charlie the dog. I think he was going to eat that thread lock there. Bad dog. He's a good boy. Blends right in with the floor. Okay, guys, click on the top right to subscribe. You know, turn your ad blocker off. I don't know. Watch some of our videos. Let us make a few bucks. Let's have some fun. Let's get back to biz. You guys have a great day.